everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my home with no kids right now. Yesterday I had this terrible 24-hour stomach bug that actually both the kids got. I didn't throw up, but you know, other stuff is happening. Had Evan. Evan actually has the kids every other weekend for 2 nights, so he's supposed to come Friday afternoon to get the kids, and I asked him if he could come early. It's really hard to take care of children when you don't feel good. And that was like the first time I've ever had to do that. I mean, it was only like 2 hours, but oh my God, like trying to change poopy diaper when you feel super nauseous is like one of the hardest things ever. And all you pregnant people out there, hear me right now, I'm sure, because I remember back to Bella's pregnancy and I mean, Charlie's pregnancy. I remember Charlie's pregnancy. This is like 24-hour bug brain right now. But when I was pregnant with Charlie and like Bella would like throw up or Bella had a dirty diaper or whatever, gross things would happen, I'd be like, oh my God, am I gonna do it? But I feel a lot better today. I actually asked my Instagram, what's happening with my hair? I don't even know. My Instagram family to ask me some questions. I thought it'd be fun to do a question and answer because I haven't done one on here yet. And then if you guys have questions, I would love for you to comment below, and then maybe every week like I could answer 1 or 2 questions. That could be fun. And I also asked everyone not to bombard me with Evan questions because like I said a couple weeks ago, like I really am just like trying to move forward. And I am gonna answer some of those questions in a little bit. I don't want to just kind of have this keep playing. And I know that you guys know us together and loved us together. Or didn't, I don't know, maybe you didn't. Yeah, so I am gonna answer a couple of those questions. I'm gonna start, somebody asked me what I'm looking forward to this year. And then there's lots of people actually asking me about music. And that's one thing that I'm looking forward to this year. I actually just got off of a write with some songwriters. I'm super excited about the things that we are coming up with. I came up with a really cool idea actually like 2 nights ago when I was really sick. I was like, you know when you're like sick? And you're just like sitting up in the bed and you're like, oh my gosh. And you lay back down, maybe I'll be okay. And then you sit up. Anyway, that's what I do. And like in one of those moments, I was like, this is a really cool idea for a song. Not that happening, but something popped in my head. So we're gonna write that next week and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to be releasing some new songs coming up in the next, you know, couple months. So I'm super excited about that. I feel like lots of you guys know I used to sing on cruise ships, but that was like pre-Bachelor and I haven't really sang since then because it was kind of like Bachelor whirlwind and I went from like show to show to show to show to show and then got married and had kids and I haven't really had time to do anything for me that I'm really excited about. Also, someone asked me, what do I do for self-care? Honestly, I just hired a nanny. She's from the Nanny League. She comes 2.5 days a week. She really like gives me time away from the kids so I can work, but also sometimes I take some of that time to like write songs, which to me is my self-care because that's where I'm like creative and I'm like excited. Sometimes I just take a bath. When the kids are at their dad's house, it's actually usually the weekends that he has his boys. That's when I can take a bath in the bathtub, which is nice. I mean, self-care is little things too, you know? Sometimes wine is just a self-care moment as well. Okay, lots of people are asking me if I would do another Bachelor show. You guys, I can't even, like when I think about that, I just start laughing because like, I can't even imagine walking up to Chris Harrison and being like, here I am again. Like, I'd be so embarrassed. Like, it didn't really work out. So like, what makes me think it would happen? I think one of the biggest things I've learned in life is like when there's like a pattern of things, like good or bad things, like maybe like look at the pattern and then like reevaluate what you're gonna do. Would I ever do that again? Well, look how it's worked out for me. It hasn't, so that would probably be a bad idea on my part. People are asking how I'm doing, which is really nice. Physically, not the best. Mentally, I do feel like I am in a better place than I was in November and December. That's good. Is it still really hard? Like, is every day totally different? Yes. Are there days that like, I'm super angry? Yes. Are there days that I'm super confused? Yes. Are there days that I analyze everything? Yes. Are there days that I'm really happy? Yes. I'm like, you know, like kind of like everything right now. And I've also told myself that it's totally okay to be everything because when life hands you something that you didn't really see coming, then take it and say, okay, didn't see that one coming. I was listening to this Dolly Parton thing the other day, and she was talking about how, you know, you could sit there, you should like always be open to every feeling that you have and say like, that's okay. If you keep coming back to like the same old hurt or whatever, then it's only really hurting you, you know, like it's not hurting that person that hurt you by you feeling bad all the time. So I think I've started to be like, okay, I'm going to, you know, see positive. Like, this is really dumb, but like the divorce complaint that I was sent, like I put that next to all of my like blessing candles so that I could be like, I'm just gonna bless this, because if this is what's supposed to happen in my life, then I'm gonna bless it, wish it well, and like let it go, and then invite whatever new is coming to me. I'm going to invite that in. I feel like that's the healthiest option for me. That's kind of what I've been doing. That's kind of where I am right now. Oh gosh, people are asking me about dating again, how I feel about that. Oh my God, I can't even think about that. Like I think about it and my brain starts to actually explode. Like I hate dating. Dating is like, to me, like the worst. I was so excited to be done with it. And then like thinking about doing it again, am I excited about it? Absolutely not. Like I'm terrified. How do you even do it? I don't even know anymore. We live in a pandemic. Like, what? I don't even know what that would look like. I don't even know when I would even invite that like into my life. I mean, our divorce is not final. I would never, and this is so just me as a person, but I would just never, I made a commitment. And even though the divorce proceedings are happening, I would never date anybody before that divorce was final, because to me, I'm still married until it says that I'm not married. And maybe that's to my detriment. I don't know, but that's how I feel. To those people asking, which everybody is, if we would get back together, it takes two to make that happen. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. What color are Charlie's eyes? Oh my gosh, like I have no idea. They shouldn't be brown, but I think that they're brown, and they shouldn't be brown because I have like blue-green eyes. Evan has like he has a really interesting like hazel color with like a bunch of different colors in it, but they're not brown. But Charlie's eyes are becoming like a reddish brown. I don't know, they're so beautiful, it's so interesting. Somebody asked me, if I ever want more kids. Honestly, it's an interesting question, which goes along with dating again. The answer is, I guess I don't know. Like, do I want to personally do that to my body again? I'm 35. Oh, that was someone else's question. I'm 35. So thinking about like my body doing that again, like, cause it wouldn't be now. Like, could I push out another baby right now? Probably. Could I push out a baby in another like 3 to 5 years? I don't think I want to do that. But does that mean I'm open to adoption? Like, absolutely. If that's something that someone who is my partner and I thought about, then yes. But I'd be open to a surrogate. I do have some frozen eggs. Yes. Yeah, I guess it's like, I don't know if I personally want to have the baby. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Some of these I don't know the answer to. That's an interesting question. Am I open to being married again? Yeah. I mean, there was like a couple of days I was like, why would people get married? Especially like the divorces suck. So when I first started doing all the divorce stuff, I was like, this sucks. Why would anybody ever get married? But I do think that there is something really special about that bond when that vow is taken to heart and actually put to good use. I think that there's something special in that. But then I think to like Oprah and Stedman, and I'm like, they're working just fine. They're not married. But Oprah's just the coolest, and like, I just love her. Lots of people are asking about my coffee order, and I just get a black coffee. I don't put anything in it. Is single mom life hard? Yes. It's hard, one, because someone actually asked this too. Did I ever picture myself being a single mom? Absolutely not. That was never a thought in my brain that could actually happen to me. I'm so grateful for my kids. I would do it all over every second just to have my kids. But it is so hard. There's so many challenges. Like I said, I did hire help, and that helps. And asking, you know, even my mom, like, hey mom, can you come over and help me do this or whatever, like asking for help really helped. And I think you just kind of get used to what's going on. Like, you know, nights are a little everywhere. You know, Bella's like now just like sleeping in my bed with me because it just got really hard putting her down, trying to get her to sleep for an hour and a half, and then she would finally fall asleep and then wake up 2 hours later screaming, and then she'd get in my bed. So I've just kind of been like, whatever. I think I'm just kind of getting used to things, and then I'm sure like right when I'm used to things, everything's gonna change again, and that's just kind of how life is. Yeah, I mean, there's part of me like likes being able to bond with my kids without anybody here, and then part of me is really sad that there isn't anybody here. And so I don't know, like it's weird. It's like, it's just kind of like happy and sad, and I think maybe I'll just get used to it. And then I feel bad for the kids, but you know, they still see their dad and they're gonna be fine. You know, I really think it's important for the kids to live in one house and then go over to his house for like weekend visits, and he sees them like Wednesdays. But I think it's really important for kids to feel like there's stability and consistency, instead of taking, for me, I think, seeing the 50-50 situation that we had been living in with his boys and the halftime situation. I think it's better for consistency, especially with little babies, to just stay in one place, and then they can bounce around and have fun and then come back to the thing that they know is consistent. Okay, I'll leave on one more. What is your Enneagram type and your love language? My Enneagram, I think, is like a 3, and my love language is quality time. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you guys for listening. Again, like please comment below with some questions. I would love to like answer a few questions every single time I do a video. I think that's really fun. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know what kind of videos you would like me to put out there. And I love you guys. Please like this video because I like you.